Bells will be ringing. This sad, sad news.
Welcome back. We're still waiting. I'm here with guest host Calvin Crockett and guest Blake Trotsky. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today is December 25th,
Merry Christmas.
2023. Calvin, I love that you're looking the part, especially over the headphones. I think that's the way to do it. That's professional.
As a podcaster should.
Exactly. And Blake looks the same as last week, but that's okay.
I have not showered.
Ooh! Alright, so... Guys, I cannot believe it's Christmas. The year is hurtling to a close. And honestly, there's no one I would rather spend... I mean, I miss Thomas Millett greatly. Our host, our judge, Thomas Millett.
He's been MIA for about a month now.
Just 2 weeks, Cal. Remember, we're shooting out of order. Don't... There's a peek behind the curtain. No, we do miss Thomas, sadly. He's still taking Joe Biden out on a hot date.
He's filling in for Veronica Corningstone out on assignment.
He's McGee.
But on it, this is no better way to spend the Christmas episode than two lovely guests, and one of whom is here for now the 8th time of 18 episodes. And that's Calvin Crockett.
When do I get a jacket?
What's that?
When do I get a jacket?
When we get a budget is when you get a jacket, Calvin. Never. I didn't even buy a microphone like I told everyone I was going to after 10 episodes. I'm still on this headset. But I think we need like a cozy vibe. I just want to know what your guys' like Christmas traditions are. Like what's your yearly go-to, it's Christmas, I'm doing this? Blake?
Every Christmas Eve, my mom makes fondue, and we do like a fondue dinner, which is fun.
That's really good.
I always spend it with my parents and usually my brother, and he's married now, so also his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we always spend it together, whether it's like at their house or at the beach. But this year they just finished building their retirement home, so we're doing it in Georgia with them.
Nice.
It'll be nice.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Calvin, what about you?
My family's got a few Christmas traditions.
Mm-hmm.
The first one starts actually the night of Thanksgiving. When we wrap up Thanksgiving dinner, we all put on, we watch together National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation to kick off the Christmas season. My brother Carson, previous guest on the podcast.
Friend of the pod.
The last few years, he has been putting up our Christmas lights either the day before or on Thanksgiving, so that they're ready for an unveiling whenever we all get home from Thanksgiving.
Nice.
But then
because he's not allowed at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, no, we lock the door before he gets in. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta make sure he doesn't take everything and run away. No, my family focuses on Christmas breakfast is the big one. So my dad always does hash brown casserole. And breakfast for everybody. We all come over. When we were kids, like my house was the house. Like we were the only ones that had little kids. Like we were the grandkids. We were the focus of everything. Mm-hmm. So my extended family will all come to our house because we were always the center of attention. But now that my Uncle John has moved back from Canada, and my Uncle Jeff has kids now too, things are a little more. I don't want to say broken up. Things are a little bit more spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my immediate family still does Christmas breakfast, so I'll be there with them when this airs.
Yay! Hi, family. You can all watch it together.
Yeah, we could.
Because we don't have all the dirty jokes in this recording. That's next week.
What about you, Kirby?
Oh, I was on the topic of one of your Christmas traditions, which was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Blake had never seen it until very recently, right? You guys had a house screening?
Yeah.
After watching it, I think I've seen all of it before, just never in one sitting. Like it's one of those things that just gets turned on, and you might have seen like. But the main part of the whole movie I remember that I could have said, I've definitely seen this clip before, is when the cat gets like fried.
The cat gets what?
like
Fried.
burned to death, like fried.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like gnawing on the Christmas lights under the recliner in the living room.
Yeah.
And then
and
it just
burst into flames.
yeah.
Poor cat.
My favorite part about watching Blake watch that movie is when it was over, like the cops all come and like they're like, you're under arrest, and the boss is like, we're not pressing charges, and then they're all out on the front lawn after that, and the credits start to roll, and she goes, wait, that's it? We never actually make it to Christmas?
And Christmas is not in the movie.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, we get to Christmas Eve, like we get all the way up to the night before, and then it's over.
And then it's over. Then it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Leave you want more,
No, but it's Christmas Vacation is like, like Christmas break,
Yeah, true.
They don't actually go anywhere.
But Blake wasn't a fan.
I think that movie is a nostalgia thing and not a quality thing.
She said no, she's not a fan.
Most are. I feel like most Christmas movies are that. Nostalgia.
Speaking of which, A Christmas Story is a terrible movie.
But look, I'm gonna say it. That's
you aren't.
nostalgia talking. It is
I'm sure
nostalgia
it is.
talking. But that is a lovely thing to have on as on the
And to
Christmas
not
day.
watch.
And to that I'll give it to you. I'll give
If
that one to you.
I encourage you, and I encourage our viewer, Kate Konechny, next time you sit down to watch a Christmas movie, put on A Christmas Story and actually try and watch it. It's bad.
Calvin,
I don't think I got through 2/3 of it. I had to stop watching.
Calvin, can I say something?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen Christmas Story.
Don't.
Oh, come on. You gotta have another screening.
You don't have
Schedule
to.
another one.
You
All
don't
right.
have to.
Okay.
There's so many Christmas movies out there. Skip that one. Let's just watch
right.
Elf again.
I love Elf. So we got a couple. To answer your question, Blake. There's a cookie that we make every year. It's the ginger snap. You ever had a ginger snap?
I thought you were making. You mean you made one cookie?
We make one big cookie, or just one regular cookie. No, we make ginger snaps every year, and it's my great grandmother's recipe. It's her name on the recipe. I don't know where she got it from, but we make them every year. We make them for everybody, and they're very good.
Ginger snaps is one of those things where, like, store bought, they're just not great. And if that's all you've ever had, especially growing up, you might not appreciate ginger snaps. But homemade and done right, they're fabulous.
Calvin, have I ever made you some?
You haven't, but Harmony's grandma is a professional baker and has her own recipe as well. So I've had their version, and those are very good.
I was gonna say she'd run circles around my little cookie. No.
Hey, that's not discounting family recipes that have been handed down from generations. Those are sometimes the best ones.
Yeah, and it is like not Christmas unless there's 3 million of those lying around. And then the other thing, which my great grandmother, Grandma Lizzie, also started well before I was around, is when everybody sits together and we unwrap presents and everything. There's all the wrapping papers just sitting around. One year, Grandma Lizzie sitting in her chair. She was very very quiet towards the end, towards the later part of her life. And of course, we did not overlap at all. I didn't get to meet Grandma Lizzie, so I'm being told this story from my family. She's sitting there, very quiet, very, very proper. She has a ball of wrapping paper, and she decides, gets this look on her face, and she decides to throw it at the ceiling fan, and it, rockets across the room. That is now a tradition where after the presents are done, we all take a moment to destroy the living room, throwing wrapping paper into the ceiling fan, and it's a hoot and a half. It's a good time every time.
That's a good one. I like that.
So that's my thing. You got a favorite Christmas song, Calvin?
Oh, I'm partial to "Please Come Home for Christmas" by the Eagles.
I don't think I've heard this.
You've heard it. You just don't remember that that's what it's called.
Probably.
A unique choice, Calvin.
And Calvin's a unique man. You know what,
It's a
Calvin?
good song. It's got a good beat.
I'm going to play us out with that song. And with that, folks, get back to your families. What are you doing here on this podcast? I want to thank my guest host, Calvin Crockett, and, of course, Blake Trotsky. See you next week.
Please come home for Christmas. Please come home for Christmas.